welcome everyone for another series of sorry, but starting with all right, once again.
Right.
Welcome everyone for another series of World Summit Talks, and today we have Ilya Ustnikov, the head of marketing, digital marketing in ChicoRoco. And today with you is me, Gio, the marketing lead of UDC Consulting, and Arthur Gili himself, host of the Startup Voice podcast and the head of content for World Summit. So Ilya represents ChicoRoco, a renowned collection that is powered by ArToys. It serves as the perfect bridge between physical and digital collecting, offering effortless access, daily surprises, and captivating social features. And me personally, I'm a great fan of ChicoRoco. I've been with you guys for several years already. I'm really a big fan of all these little toys and collections you made, and this is every time I feel a little bit down in Web3 space and art space, I always go to ChicoRoco website and just it brings me so much great emotions. So can you tell us a little bit about ChicoRoco from your perspective, like what you guys working on right now?
So if you're still thinking that we're still ChicoRoco, I'll need to tell a lot. So in fact, in November, we presented a new platform. It's called ArToys. In fact, for us, the main idea was that we want to enlarge our possibilities, because when we had a ChicoRoco project, we had the main idea that we have two forms of a rabbit and a hedgehog, and we implement some designer toys using these two figures. But we wanted to do more. We wanted to to create something really new and so on. So we decided to change to another platform called ArToys. So basically, ChicoRoco remained one of we call it mega collection, one of the mega collections on our platform, and there are still a lot of ChicoRoco toys on ArToys platform, but also there are some really new and engaging toys for people who really want this. So yeah, currently we're working on a lot of things. So we presented a roadmap a few days ago, spoiled a lot of things we're going to introduce in the nearest future. But yeah, that was the idea. So right now we're working on our own app. We enhance our platform, add some new features, creating some really cool new toys, and also today we'll announce that we have implemented Chinese payment methods. I thought it may be kind of interesting for some people who listen probably to this AMA session. So yeah, now we have WeChat Pay, Alipay, and Union Pay. Yeah. So just like a small announcement.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we can move on to our main topic here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're mainly going to talk about the opportunities for artists in this space. Yeah. So I guess that's why we're very curious on what was new going on in what you were doing with ArToys, and I guess you in this space. We actually, for myself, we had interviewed this Sotheby's, the oldest auction house in the world, and they're very into using NFTs to authenticate or actually transfer ownership to digital art and authenticate it. And it's kind of exposed a lot of new people in the digital art space to create new things, but outside of I guess this NFT space and whatnot. But what do you see as some of the main opportunities for artists these days? Because lots of people are now using AI to generate art, digital art, and then you can argue, I guess the form expression of art, the mediums are so much wider today. So what are you seeing as a trend in this space?
So you mentioned AI, and I think it's really a
Yeah.
huge trend nowadays. And I can even say that we're using AI. So we use both DALL-E and Midjourney. Yeah. So we generate
Right.
some like reference ideas for our
Right.
toys, for some of our toys, because these things really provides huge opportunities for everyone. It makes even I can say that AI makes art more accessible to everyone.
Mm.
But I think we should implement the definition of like AI artist, because if you can really create something really cool using AI, something really
Right.
unique and cool, that's wow. Because you know how to write like proper prompts and so on and so on, and you know how to work with this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I'm sure that AI is like good for every artist and for just like for everyone. But what and yeah, and also I think it's the current trend because AI is everywhere around us right now.
Right.
So and here too. So I think yeah, it will be a trend for several years.
Right, right. But does it devalue, I guess, the the creativity of an artist? Like, for example, there I've seen some artists be looking at AI generated art and saying, "Well, that's not real art." You know, they didn't have the talent to create that. In the other aspect of it, if you're an artist and you have a specific look, or let's say type of design in how you create artwork, it sounds like there might be a possibility that you can actually capture that and like go into Midjourney, right, and actually license, I guess, your style. Is that possible? You think? Do you think that will happen?
Yeah, I think why not?
Yeah,
Because I'm not sure if the technology like will work very good uh,
yeah,
right now, but I think everything is possible in the nearest future. So yeah.
right, right,
Yeah, and one thing you mentioned um, that like a person who created something through AI doesn't have a
yeah,
talent and so on. But in fact, when people buy some art, do they really always pay for the talent of an artist? So like basically people pay for the thing they see. So if they like some painting or some art, they pay for this art, not for the artist.
right, right, right. Okay, that totally makes sense, right? Because it's just like AI is the tool. It's no different than a paint palette and a canvas, and that they create something. They're using this tool, and you still
Yeah,
need
it's
to
like a
understand
brush
how to
in
use the
Photoshop.
tool. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Okay, that's for sure. So that's one area where artists can, I guess, get into the space. I'm sure a lot of schools now, and any artists going into world, that medium, that tool itself is must be very popular to use in the scope of work.
And actually, speaking about digital art, how do you think your digital toys will they become a desirable gift for kids in the nearest future? Because, like, kids like, you know, boys like cars, girls like dolls in general. But how do you think will the digital toys will become desirable for kids?
Uh, yeah, actually, here to mention one interesting fact that the figures of hedgehog and rabbit, they are not like kind of originally created by ChicoRoco. It is characters from a children movie called
Mm.
Kikoriki, which was originated from Russia. From so it's like our founder Ilya Popov. Partially, he created these cartoons. So yeah. And what about current situation about our toys and ChicoRoco? I think no, because we analyzed our audience lately, and we don't see that we don't see that children are really interested in this sphere. Maybe if we try to like make some cartoons with them and so on, something like this, maybe children will like it, but it's not really our target audience for now.
Okay. And actually speaking about, creating the product and promoting it, in your field, what challenges do you face when, such a thing as a art, marketplace, and how do you overcome this challenge?
I'll start from the last question. We really face a lot of issues concerning both marketing and implementing new art on our platform, because we have our own artists. We can create like toys every day. That's not a really problem for us. But of course, we want artists to come to us and use our platform. First, we thought like, okay, we have a platform. Why don't they come here? Why don't they sell their toys here? And we started to implement different features to make our like marketplace and our platform more convenient for artists, not for users, but for users too. I mean, but for artists too. So currently we are working on the personal space for artists. So each artist will have a personal space where he'll be able like to start his own drop and so on. So there are a lot of features. I can't spoil all of them, sorry. But yeah, it's a very convenient way for any artist to start selling their digital toys. And we implemented, for example, rubies. The thing that everyone really wanted. So Ruby is like a second currency on our platform. We have gold and we have rubies. So rubies is like a stable coin. So its exchange rate is always fixed from like 1 ruby is $1. So yeah, and of course this currency is withdrawable. Gold isn't withdrawable. So yeah, and artists can now earn money on the drops and on the share. It's not like a revenue share. It's when people resell their toys, we take a 10% commission, and 5% goes to artists, and 5% goes to us as a platform. So yeah, so we're just making our platform more convenient for everyone. Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah. Can you tell me some of this? So I'm at your platform right now, and you said you hooked up with different payment platforms, WeChat. I think WeChat and Alipay. Was it difficult to onboard those, or you just use the payment service somehow? Because those are a little bit different to integrate
I
with.
can tell you a story.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. So once upon a time, our colleague Sergey came to us and said, like, guys, we need to implement Chinese payment methods. It is a nice idea. Yeah, that's a really nice idea. And he said, like, oh, we have a solution. It's called Nihao Pay. Okay, Nihao Pay. And after that, we were talking to their support for 1 month just to implement Nihao Pay, because in fact the problem was in communication, because they don't know English, and
Right.
they were like, as I think, how did that work? They were typing their text in Chinese and putting
Yes.
it in some ChatGPT or maybe even Google Translate, and then they just send it an email to us. So yeah, we found a girl from she's from our moderators.
Yeah.
She knows Chinese.
Yeah.
So yeah, she helped us. She knows both Chinese and English. So yeah, she really
Right.
helped us. So yeah,
Ni
the
hao,
story,
pay.
the story took a little bit longer than we expected. I mean, the implementation of Chinese payment methods. Yeah.
So does that mean your platform, or you've got a strong customer base coming in from mainland China, or
Uh,
I mean, yeah.
Not really a huge community,
Mm-mm.
but we think we can expand there
Right.
because because like the whole Asia, let's take it like this, a lot of countries and places where people really like designer toys, and it's a nice place to promote for us.
Right, right. I think so. I think all of Asia, if you think about the different culturally and the attachment to anime and toys in itself, it's quite part of the growing up process, right? Where it's
Yeah.
either Ultraman if you're in Hong Kong, and China is probably like other different hero figurines or whatnot. So, along with the cutesy ones, which I don't really follow, but. Yeah. So how do you think, I guess, digital collectibles in itself, I guess, if you look in a gaming world in itself, and this is sort of like, part of, um, maybe, opportunities for artists, right? So you're in a gaming, you create, or you're somewhere creating digital collectibles for a metaverse or a game, and then those become collectibles and traded on some platform. Do you think that'll continue? Because it's a lot of these gaming platforms are play to earn. Now it's kind of like play and own in these gaming, I guess, metaverses. What do you think? Where do you think it'll go?
We have we had an experience of implementing our toys into metaverses. Uh, we didn't have experience into implementing our toys into games.
Hmm.
But in fact, we're creating a game now. So yeah.
Nice.
uh, but yeah, what about metaverses? I used to play in some metaverse in Decentraland. I don't remember the name, if really. Uh, but that's kind of interesting when you can both play with this character and then own. I don't want to say own the character because it sounds kind of weird. So just
Yeah.
own the digital copy of this character. So yeah. And as for the artists, I think the whole idea of metaverses is very good for any artist because,
Yeah.
uh, if you're creating digital art, it's better to show it digitally too. And metaverses is like the best way to do this.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I have a question for you regarding your community. You as a project has overcome such a long way already, building, creating, rebranding, and during all this path, you're building community around yourself. So, how would you say what was the role of the community itself in your development? And my second question right away, how did your community respond to your rebranding and, reimagining and re-understanding yourselves?
Okay. What about the first question? So our community plays like a crucial role in the life of our project because uh, because everything that we do, we have a factor of community. So we always need to think about them because we know that these guys are really important for us. Um, so yeah, I can just say that they really play a crucial role. And when we implement some maybe the new features uh, or we plan some ideas. So we really look at the ideas of our community and at what they really want. So, and regarding the second question about our branding, so it was a really hard time because we tried to explain everything in the most understandable way, but some group of people just didn't understand what happened. Some group of people was really disappointed because like they weren't ready for something new. But oh no, most people are like now are happy with the new platform, with the new toys, with the new abilities. So yeah, we just needed to like wait for some time and explain everyone. But just yesterday, I answered the comment on Twitter. The guy was writing like, "Oh, ChicoRoco was better when they were on their own. It's a pity they were sold to ArToys." But bro, we're one company. Like, we just rebranded. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So do you think with the community then, there are a lot of opportunities for artists to get into the space and to find opportunities. Maybe is it good for them to actually discover new communities and introduce themselves and kind of attach themselves to the project to better understand it and seeing potentially how they can participate as an artist? Is that a good way to
Yeah,
go?
of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And I think that every artist should create like their own community. And I can say that we just don't see this as a, like this. We don't see it as a number of followers on, I don't know, Twitter, for example. Oh, sorry,
Mm.
X, not Twitter. Yeah, but every artist has its own community. The same, for example, let's take Vincent van Gogh. He has his
Mm.
own community. He has a lot of fans, but of course he has 0 subs on Twitter because like that will be kind of strange. uh, so yeah, and I think that every artist need to create. Rats needs to create like a community of
Yeah.
maybe even not of their fans, but like of like-minded people or like-minded artists and so on. And such platforms, like for example our platforms, it's a nice way to do this
Right.
because you can come to us as an artist and say like,
Mm.
hey, I want to show off I don't know, my toy or my art and so on. And we'll do this for you.
Mm.
So that's like one of the key ideas of our project.
Also, it's really
So yeah,
easy. So our artists can come straight to you and talk directly to you and share what the idea they have, or share their toy, and then basically you would collaborate together. Yeah.
yeah, but not
Yeah.
exactly to me, to
Right.
our
Right. Right.
art curator, Daria. Yeah,
Right.
but
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that's possible. Of course, there are some restrictions. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have an example. We have an artist whose works we don't accept because he created like R2D2 from Star Wars
Yeah.
and some starship from Star Wars. Of course, we can't use that because
Yeah.
like it's under license. And we tried to like tell him that, bro, sorry, we can't do this. We like your toys; they look like gorgeous, but sorry, we can't do this. You can maybe change something so it doesn't look like RTD2, and then we'll do this. But nah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Is,
makes sense.
is it
That makes
maybe
sense
in
because
your
yeah.
plan story to maybe collaborate with some, brands, where you can basically, um, further enhance their production, like let's say Star Wars or maybe Lord of the Rings? Like, is it even possible in this field and to have any, like, maybe not even plans, but maybe fantasy?
Yeah, of course. In fact, our our business development department is working hard on this because I always see like we need to make a new presentation. We need to make a new presentation for like different companies. So yeah, the process is going on. Um, So we recently implemented a new mechanic for partners, and I can spoil that on the next week, probably on Monday, we're going to start the first like partners draw with one kind of famous digital brand, and in some time we'll have a really huge collaboration with a really popular brand. So it's not even a fantasy, it's real life. Yeah, but I can't spoil like the name of the company, but it has yellow circle logo.
Okay.
Let it be so.
Yellow circle logo. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
search for yellow circle logos.
So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. So I think when we were talking about before, you were saying that so artists that create their own community. I just want to go back to that because I believe it's almost, if you look at it as a solopreneur, right? It's their own business. They got to create the community. They got to market the products. And I believe that your platform, your marketplace, is actually a solution where they don't have to do all the marketing, right? Because like in a very traditional art world, like if you're a painter, you need to go to a gallery, convince them to show, create a showcase of your art pieces, and then the gallery will curate the audience, right? They invite all these people to come, and maybe someone will buy, and obviously they make commissions on the whatever is sold. But I think that's always been for just in general, artists just want to focus on creating the art. But creating community, maybe a little bit, because they're more than happy to connect with other artists. But actually to market, to sell your product, to get the awareness and visibility. I mean, are there other avenues for people besides like your marketplace? Like, what do people do? What do these new artists do to get seen and discovered?
Well, as I see, they firstly they try to start working on their social medias and social media presence, but it's kind of hard because like a lot of artists nowadays, and yeah, that may be kind of hard for you to like grow through social medias. Then
Right.
they try to use some like it's not like social media, but it's like social platforms like Behance and something near these. And only after like 33 steps of different difficulties, people come to Web3 world and see like, oh, I can put something in like Metaverse. Wow, and many people will see this. Oh my God. So yeah. So really, I think that Web3 gives a lot of opportunities, even not only for the artists, like for
Right.
everyone to show off and like to gain some, you know, uh, gain some community.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see that. I think that more artists, which tries to gain some popularity nowadays, should
Right.
also come to Web3 world.
Right. Okay. I guess do you have any do you see any emerging trends, I guess, in the art world, digital art world? Let's talk about digital art. And or maybe if you think about it, you're doing sort of the physical to digital. Do you think,
Hmm.
people focus more on creating or digital? I guess that's the terminology, digital.
Yeah,
I
that's a
would
nice
imagine.
word. I like it too.
Right. Do you imagine that will
Yeah.
continue to grow quite big, right? Outside of just being purely digital.
Yeah, I think yes, because like we're still people, and
Yeah.
we're still living in the real world. And of course, it's nice to have something in your phone, but sometimes you really want to have something physical. Like for example, I have my watch here,
Nice.
and I don't I don't really look for the time on them. It's just because I have it like on my laptop, on my phone.
Yeah.
But I just like them because why not? So it's the
Yeah.
same about like some designer toys, for example. You can put it in your flat, for example. Just we have a guy who bought, I remember, 3 or 4 kind of
Oops.
toys just to put them
I think he froze up.
into
Yeah.
his flat on his
My
shelves.
goodness.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, you kind of froze for a bit. Yeah.
Oh, I
You're
see.
there.
Okay, so just I was telling that we have a story. So one guy just bought 4 physical toys, but we kind of big toys, because he's now repairing his flat, and he wants to put them into his new flat, like on the shelves. So just as a design thing. So yeah. Of course, it's digital is cool because it's our future, but physical is cool too. So yeah.
Definitely. I agree with that. Well, I mean, I guess for artists out there, if you're trying to enter the Web3 world, where would you recommend or advise them to go meet in person? What type of events? What countries should they target? What do you think? That's a good one, right?
Yes. Maybe Hong Kong. Oh no. Maybe Wow Summit.
There you go. Yes, it is a wow summit.
So now I see a trend that a lot of events are coming up in
Yeah.
United Arab Emirates. In fact, a lot of them, really, and in Asian countries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the same Hong Kong, for example. I know that we were participating in the toy show, as I remember, some time ago. And one more, I can't remember its name. So yeah, and it was in Hong Kong too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think a lot of events are coming up in like these 2 places, and it's a nice place to visit a lot of really cool artists and meet
Right.
really new people, some
Right.
really cool
Right.
new people.
Right.
So yeah,
I
so yeah,
just see.
guys, come to our summit. You'll meet a lot of people there.
Great. Well, I mean, hey, I want to thank you for just joining our show. We wanted to catch up with you, get a better understanding of what's going on with ArToys. And I know, do you have any last minute questions?
Well, it's not necessarily a question. It's just I want to tell that I'm really excited to explore AR toys now because I was saying some praising words about ChicoRoco, and I missed your rebranding, guys, unfortunately. And I just definitely want to go and check out AR toys, to see what's up. And I'm definitely excited about this, of what is going on now. Like we are entering such a stage where we reshape, the form and formula of, delivering some, toys, digital, pieces and real ones. And I think you guys at the Art Toys doing a great job, and I'm really excited. And yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, I wish you guys all the best, and definitely gonna look for coping something on AR toys.
Cool,
Excellent.
cool. Thank you. That was really interesting, and I shared a lot of information with you. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
I want to share your knee house story to other people.